Hey guys, welcome to American Beer TV. We're doing a Homebrew Wednesday for you.
Homebrew!
Yes, so we're going to drink one of our Saisons, summer Saisons that we brewed back a little bit ago. Let's get into it. We got not a big hiss or anything, but we got a little bit of smoke steam from there. This one's got somewhat pretty low carbonation. I'm going to do an aggressive pour on mine.
Yeah, that's...
See.
It smells just like Bud Light. Cool.
Oh, dude.
Just kidding. No, it's nice.
It's got that Saison
Fruity.
quality to it.
It's got a little underlying funk.
Yeah. It's got that
It's got a
total.
little nice sweetness to it. And really clean.
Yeah, really nice and clean.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah, no, it's got a lot of. It definitely smells like a Saison. The color on it.
So
is
I
a
know
little hazy,
we worked at, yeah.
golden. So
mine was off the top. Mine's
yeah,
a
yours
little
is
brighter than yours.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Mine's got some.
That's
little
still
bit of
hazy
fuzz.
though. Now we worked on the recipe together. You
Yeah.
pretty much brewed this. Though,
Yeah.
So.
And I was trying to. We've got
Yeah.
a new brew house to it, and the brew house. When you get a new brew house,
Yeah.
it takes some time to tweak with it. Now, this is only the second recipe we've done on that brew house, and it was kind of a challenge to do it, alone, basically, because there's a lot of...
It's the big 3-tiered system.
Yeah, and so, you've got to try to monitor the flow from the March pumps and, turn it off at the right moment and kind of finagle all this stuff, make sure everything's going really good. So...
I'll help you next time.
Yeah, one of the things that I did with this one, and I'm curious if it comes through in the flavor, is that I was trying to heat the mash tun.
Oh yeah.
While it was mashing, I was trying to bring it back up to temp with the burner, and I couldn't get a good couldn't get a good temperature reading through the grain bed on it, and I turned out that I kind of scorched some of the sugars on the bottom of it. So sometimes I've had a couple bottles of this so far, and some are not as pronounced as others. Sometimes you can get a little bit of a... No, it's not in the aromatics. Sometimes you can get a little bit of a burnt flavor on some of these bottles. Do it. Yeah, cheers.
Yeah.
Get a little bit of that.
Little tiny bit.
So it's like
It almost. It tastes a little bit like you used some smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a
that's
really
why
light amount.
I have this labeled as SS. I called it a smoked Saison, but but yeah, it's there. That's a mistake.
Called it SS because you're a Nazi. Huh?
No, I did not. Smoked Saison.
Watch out for this guy.
New.
It's good.
So
it's really. I mean,
it's
super refreshing.
Yeah, it's a nice, easy drinking beer. The other thing I did is I miscalculated my sparge water, because normally we add water to bring the temperature back up, but I wanted to avoid doing that, and so I ended up mashing with 5 gallons and then sparging with 7 for a 5-gallon batch, which didn't really work right. I ended up having 9
beer.
Yeah, I ended up having 9.25 gallons about going into the boil.
Okay.
And about 7 some odd gallons coming out of the boil. And I actually had to split it into 2 fermenting buckets fortunately I made a starter, I was able to pitch it.
What was the alcohol at the end?
The alcohol at the end, actually, because this fermented out really, really dry. One of the batches, the big batch, came out to 1.008, and the other one came out to 1.004. Which standard I normally they ferment out to.
It's pretty low.
Yeah, and so I mixed them. Back in, they weren't different enough. I tasted both batches. They weren't different enough that I thought they really tasted very similar. And so I just said, okay, well I'm going to mix these for bottling.
At the end?
I think this is about 6%.
Okay.
Because it fermented out really drier than I was anticipating it going to. And it was if it had been where we wanted it to be, this would be about 8%. Which is about right.
Oh, okay. Because of the grain and all.
Yeah, because of the added water.
I'm not getting any weird off flavors. Nothing
just
like
a little
that.
bit of that smokiness, but
Yeah,
other than
a little
that,
bit of that
if
smokiness.
it wasn't for that,
and
it'd
really
just be
nice, clean flavor of the yeast. Like
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for Saison, it's
Yeah.
got that underline of funk, but
Yeah,
not
it's
too
pretty
crazy.
good. So
Cool.
awesome,
Good,
guys.
man. Cheers.
Cool. So that's a Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers. Get out and drink some homebrew.